各位记者朋友，大家。
Good afternoon, friends from the press. Welcome to today's regular press conference. First, I would like to release a piece of news. At the invitation of a member of the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the CPC Central Committee and the Vice Premier of the State Council, Ding Xuexiang, Kazakhstan's first Deputy Prime Minister, Roman Skляr, will visit China, and the two leaders will co-chair the 12th meeting of the China-Kazakhstan Cooperation Committee on March 18. Next, the floor is open for questions.
发言人好，新华社记者提问。据了解，今天伊朗核问题，中俄伊。
Xinhua News Agency. The Beijing meeting between China, Russia, and Iran on the Iranian nuclear issue was held today, and a joint statement was issued. How does China see the prospect of political and diplomatic resolution? Deputy Foreign Ministers of China, Russia, and Iran held a meeting in Beijing today. Foreign Minister Wang Yi met with heads of delegations to the meeting and put forward China's 5-point proposal on the Iranian nuclear issue. The three parties had an in-depth exchange of views on Iranian nuclear issue and issued a joint statement. They reiterated that political and diplomatic engagement and dialogue remains the only viable and practical option, and called on relevant parties to abandon sanction pressure and threat of force and refrain from any action that may escalate the situation. They reiterated the importance of the NPT. China and Russia welcomed Iran's reiteration that its nuclear program is exclusively for peaceful purposes and that it does not seek to develop nuclear weapons, and supported Iran in continuing cooperation with IAEA and stressed the need to respect Iran's right to peaceful use of nuclear energy. The Iranian nuclear issue is facing a serious situation and once again at a crossroads. The Beijing meeting is a useful effort by the three parties in seeking to advance the settlement of the issue. Sanction pressuring and the threat of force leads nowhere, while dialogue and consultation provides the right way forward. We call on parties to step up communication and dialogue and accumulate enabling conditions for talks to resume at early date. China is ready to work with others for a just, balanced, and sustainable resolution, and uphold international non-proliferation region and promote international and regional peace and stability.
和吉尔吉斯斯坦总统
On March 13, the presidents of Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan signed a state orders treaty resolving their border issue once and for all, was China's comment. China congratulates Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan on the signing of the state border treaty and highly commends the two presidents' crucial role in seeking the peaceful settlement of the border issue through consultation. This is conducive to peace, stability, development, and prosperity in the region. As both countries' friendly neighbor and comprehensive strategic partner, China stands ready to work with Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan to continue to advance good neighborliness and friendship and mutually beneficial cooperation across the board so as to build an even closer China-Central Asia community with a shared future.
下午好，法新社提问。我还有一个关于
AFP follow-up to the Iranian nuclear issue. Deputy Foreign Minister Ma Zhaoxu said today it's imperative to stop all illicit unilateral sanctions. So what's your comment on this?
We all along oppose illegal unilateral sanction. I think Deputy Foreign Minister Ma has introduced our position on the Iranian nuclear issue, and I have nothing further to add. The readout has been released. You can refer to that.
下一个问题。
Next one.
发言人好，总台央视中文国际频道记者提问。据报道，13号，亚美尼亚和阿塞拜疆外交部是分。
CCTV, according to the reports, Armenian and Azerbaijani foreign ministers said in their statement released on Thursday that they had completed negotiations on the draft of a peace agreement, which is expected to end nearly 4 decades of conflict between the two countries, was China's comment. China is glad to see positive progress in the peace process between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Both countries are important nations in Transcaucasia and China's good friends and good partners. China sincerely hopes the two countries can settle differences and disputes through dialogue and consultation and contribute to lasting peace, development, and prosperity in the region.
下一个问题。
Next one, please.
谢谢中国日报提问。我们注意到政府工作报告中出
China Daily, we noted that the report on the work of the government mentions new concepts such as embodied AI and gazelle companies. It says that we need to develop new quality productive forces in light of local conditions and accelerate the development of a modernized industrial system. What's your comment? The new concepts that you mentioned are the very examples of new quality productive forces. The new quality productive forces are those driven by technological and industrial innovation. New is what makes them different from other productive forces. Large-scale AI model, quantum computer, humanoid robot, and unmanned new energy vehicle all bring out the charm of the new quality productive forces. China actively explores new energy, new material, and new technology and develops new quality productive forces through technological innovation. The new quality productive forces also speed up the transition from old growth drivers into new ones, enhance the efficiency of resource allocation, promote industrial transformation, and upgrade and offer fresh impetus to high-quality development. China's new quality productive forces are also integrated into global industrial supply and value chains. Chinese companies take advanced manufacturing, clean energy, smart network, and other new technologies and products to the global market. Offering more choices to the world, China also shares with other countries, developing countries in particular, progress in technological innovation and galvanizes the green transition and industrial upgrade in relevant countries. The new quality productive forces empower China and enrich the world. As China goes forward, new quality productive forces will chart the course. Next one, please.
Alan Wong, Bloomberg. The EU's top diplomat.
欧盟的卡拉斯表示，中国正在对欧盟加税，你对此有何回应？
贸易。
We have stated for multiple times that there will be no winner from a trade war or tech war. We will not comment on how the US and the EU get along with each other, but we oppose making China an issue. As important economies in the world, the US and the EU have responsibility in upholding the multilateral trading system with the WTO at its core, which is normal international trade order, but not scapegoat outward. Next one.
还有其他问题吗？
Other questions?
法新社，就比利时。
Belgians police raided Chinese company Huawei's office in EU. They said Huawei has been involved in bribery and money laundering. What's your comment?
驻在国的法。
China is a country under the rule of law and urges companies to strictly follow the laws and regulations in overseas. And also, we urge relevant countries to provide a fair, non-discriminatory business environment.
下一个问题。
Next one.
还有其他问题吗？
Any other question? Please speak closer to the microphone.
你重复一下你的问题好。
Could you repeat your question?
Putin has proposed holding talks with Trump on a proposed ceasefire, temporary ceasefire on Ukraine.
你能够对俄乌局势的最新发展做出评论吗？
在乌克兰危机问题，
We noted relevant reports on the Ukraine crisis. We have all along been committed to the 4 points about what must be done proposed by President Xi Jinping, and that is the territorial integrity of all countries must be respected. The UN Charter should be followed. The security concerns of all countries must be taken seriously, and all efforts conducive to the peaceful settlement of the crisis should be supported. We hope that all countries involved can uphold a peaceful dialogue and reach a settlement for the long-term settlement of the crisis. And we will continue to play a constructive role in this regard. Next one.
In
2023, a Chinese scholar in Kodo University in Japan was missing when returning to China to visiting his family. His surname was Hu. The university said that this person returned to Japan in January today. He was suspected of espionage. Could you share more details?
I'm not familiar with the specifics you mentioned.
下一个问题。
Next one, please.
AFP again. I got a question on the U.S. and commerce. So, the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
美国农业部称，中国对美出口的一项限制将到期。中方对此有何回应？
你向中方的主管。
I am not aware of the specifics you mentioned. I refer you to competent Chinese authorities.
下一个问题。
Next one, please.
记者会到此结束，祝大家。
Well, we wrap up for today. Have a happy weekend.